What do I care, fan? Here with Dro TV, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe and visit us, SST, here on the next episode. Until next time, y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, and tell somebody you love them, dig, because I love you.
Welcome to My First Time, the show about your first time getting high on marijuana. I'm your host, Mike Freeman with Dro TV. Today, I'd like to welcome our guest, Travie. What's going on?
What do you, man? SST here. Just enjoying life and trying to get on with it and spread the love and joy as well, babe. So thank you for having me on the show. It's been super awesome catching up with some episodes and getting the flow and everything, especially because I was super nervous about getting on here with you. And but yeah, dude, we're just doing great best we can right now anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, we definitely got a few things to talk about, SST.Life and some other stuff you got going on in the content creation world. But you can find more of Travie at SST.Life on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. We'll have all the links down below. Travie, why don't you tell everybody where you're located, a little bit about what you got going on in the cannabis community, and what is SST.Life?
Excellent. So start by in the beginning there. We're in Clearwater, closer to Dunedin side. Was here probably about 15 years now in the Clearwater area. Definitely love the community and the area and everybody in it for the most part. And let's see, about 2 years ago, we ended up getting our medical marijuana card, and that really opened it up because now I can actually talk to people about it and stuff like that. So we started SST, and originally it was just one of my old names, and I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? That's really close to the saying I'm already saying. So let's change it around a little bit. So we'll take the S and we'll take stay safe. And then we'll take the other S, we'll go stay vigilant, because you always got to look out for each other and yourself. And then the T, well, shoot, tell somebody you love them today, because that's what it's all about, baby. Tell somebody you love them today, let them know they're appreciated, and give them the strength to get on, because, like, especially with the hurricane going on, just that knowing that somebody's thinking about you is super awesome.
That's awesome. I love the message. No, it's a great message. And we certainly love all that you're doing in the cannabis community, and want to talk more about what you got going on. But the show is my first time, Travie. So please enlighten us to the first time you got high.
Excellent. So there's quite a few first time deals because I'd smoked when I was real young and then gave it up for a while. Smoked when I was a teenager, gave it up for a while. And then, the first time dabbing was another thing. But first really remembering the time that I remember the most was in 7th grade. It was my birthday. And like a week later, we ended up getting in trouble. So we're sitting supposed to be assigning into in school suspension, So I'm like, you know what? It's my birthday. Cool. So they come up to the bus stop, a little joint rolled in a red paper. And it wasn't, too familiar with stuff right back then. It's always been around my family and uncles, and I'm pretty familiar with it. But the red paper really stood out. Like, all right, cool. So we took a couple puffs before we got on the bus, went to school. I remember getting on the bus and just sitting like this, trying not to puke on the way to school. And so we finally got to in-school suspension, feeling a little woo, finally got there, still pretty lit. And as soon as we started doing the Pledge of Allegiance, we stood up, I put my hand and went, whoa, and Park puked all over the kid beside me. So since that, I didn't touch it for a long time. We did try to go back and smoke that, but the same exact day, throw up. It was just too much.
Wow.
But yeah, and then so that really got it moving, kind of stay cautious about stuff. And then about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, really started looking into my skin and stuff, and ended up finding out I had discord lupus, and that's why I actually have the card. But going into that and looking into different medical stuff and proceeding with getting the card, uh, then low doses and then getting back up because, like I said, I was pretty familiar with it, and yeah, it just kind of escalated from there. A little bit here, a little bit here, and then eventually it just kind of worked into our daily life. So it was pretty awesome. Well, not the first time though. That was horrifying.
Yeah. So do you think did you like smoke too much, or was it too much in your own head, or?
I think so, because like I said, we spoke before, but it was kind of like a, oh, here you go type deal. You feel a little funny, but that's it. But this one, it was like, pow, it hits you. And yeah, like I said, we tried to smoke a little bit later, and the same thing. We were actually trying to go fishing out on the Skyway, and he was like, "All right, let me back up." A couple weeks later, remember we're still in seventh grade, so
Sure.
our uncle has us jump in the back of the truck, and we're on the way to the fishing pier, and I'm like, "Check out," with my cousin and buddy. I'm like, "Check out what I got." So we lit it back up, knowing that it's strong and stuff. So I took a little hit, passed it around. I don't remember the next 5 minutes, but I'm laying in the back of the truck looking at the sky, and it's absolutely beautiful. And my buddy's throwing up now. But as soon as we stopped, I'm like, oh, and then it came right back. So I don't know what it was, but it definitely deterred us for a little while on smoking, at least anything red.
So what was the epiphany, I guess, where you went back to cannabis for medical purposes?
Actually, a car accident. I had a car accident in 2012. I messed up my lower back pretty bad, so I had I still have a couple herniated discs and such. But um, just them giving me the pain pills. I don't remember what they're called anymore. We just try to leave them alone because they're addictive, and they
Sure.
do try to take over your life. And fortunately, I was able to cut it before that got very deep, very deep. So um, being able to have friends that had access to marijuana and cutting back on the pills and smoking this definitely helped me kick smoking cigarettes and drinking daily and um, any kind of pills really. I think the only thing I really take is like vitamins and aspirin.
Right.
But heck yeah. So another first time, real quick, was
Sure.
dab. My
Okay.
first dab. That absolutely ridiculous. So we're up in Alabama. I'm up there working, and up there for a couple of weeks. I got a pretty good friend up there named Mike as well, and we're over at his house. It was pretty chilly out, so we all have jackets on, right? But he's got those propane heaters that you just kind of turn on and nice heats up the place. I see them at restaurants around here, but
Yeah.
nobody comes. But they had one and had it going. So we all had our jackets off and stuff like that, sit around. Then one of his brother's buddies come over, and I smoked a little bit, just like yeah, I had a one hitter. That's all I did. I hit my one hitter. I'm good to go. And he's like, "Hey, you want to try some wax?" I'm like, "What's wax?" This is shoot, I think 2014 or so. So yeah, I never heard of that before. Wax? What
Yeah.
is this? No, it's like super concentrated weed. It's like instead of drinking a whole beer, it's like taking a shot. I'm like, okay, we'll try it out. And he has it in gravity bong. So he pulls this gravity bong. He's like, "Here you go, T." Passes it over. Oh boy. And like some with the dabs, it just like hits your sinuses a little different. And then, oh boy, I just kind of sat back and kind of got my drips. And we're on a second story balcony. I'm like getting vertigo and stuff sitting up there. Like, oh, all right. Huh. All right. You know what, guys? I'll go in and watch a movie or something. So I get up, I try to wrestle my jacket. After 20 minutes of wrestling with my jacket, I finally get it on. and it's inside out and backwards. I'm like, all right, I'm done. But yeah, those are my two very memorable first times, like smoking cannabis and the concentrates.
Is there a first time edible story that's on par with the
um,
other two, or
Edibles don't work for me.
okay?
So unfortunately, wifey found this out the hard way. Uh, so I had a pack of like 10 gummies that were supposed to be 10 milligrams each. Um, I ate like two or three. She ate one and fell asleep and, said I didn't feel anything. It's like, all right, so I didn't either. Maybe it's just something with these. So the next day, I, let's see, she had four there. So I had the other four in the morning, and she was like, you know what, just give me two of work. I was like, okay. So I gave her two, and she had fucking rocked. And I'm like, I'm trying to take the trip to the moon with you, but my rocket ship won't go. Like, dang it. But yeah, that was interesting. It was like, all right, well, I'm kind of jealous.
I'm the same way.
So
Edibles hit.
far, it hasn't worked.
Yeah, edibles don't really. I got to take a lot.
So I never got to the point where of taking a lot. At least I don't think. I mean, I ate a whole RSO syringe in a weekend, and I remember the weekend very well. So
Okay.
I just don't think the high was there, but definitely like the pain relief and everything else. So leaving
So
something from it.
I'm sure there was some benefit.
Right.
Um, so what's your go-to now on you on a daily basis? A smoker,
Oh,
flower?
oh yeah. So we usually start our day with some coffee and cannabis, baby.
Nice.
Uh, nice sativa to get us up and moving, and then I just stay with the dugout flower with just hitting it every hour or so. Because I have noticed with me getting older, I lose my temper a lot easier, and it's a lot better just to stay a little toasty.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Especially I'm trying to get out of it, and move on to creator or marketing or whatnot. But I do a lot of maintenance for bridge companies, anything from hydraulic, hand tools, automotive, everything. So it's very frustrating. So walk away, I'm back, ready to go. All right, let's figure this out.
Nice.
So definitely a sativa guy for sure.
Yeah, you still got to be able to get some work done, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I know plenty of people that love the indica. They use it at work too. It's just kind of like mellows them down a little. Plus, I believe indica has a lot more of the pain relieving properties in it as well. At least it feels
Nice.
like it anyway.
So you're in Clearwater. There's definitely a great cannabis scene in the Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete area. Um,
It's
are
absolutely
you?
crazy.
What's that?
I said it's crazy. I got 8 dispensaries within 5 minutes of me right now.
Wow.
It's it's crazy. I mean, if we want to go to 30, then we can go to like High Times and places a little farther out. But we got more coming, like Flowery, literally right up the road up here. And Jungle Boys is opening up on 19,
Wow.
which is far from me either. So it's absolutely crazy. I'm just so glad to be part of the cannabis community when all this is like up and coming and going. Not trying to miss the opportunity.
Yeah, I think we're on the cusp of I guess depending on how legislation goes, we're on the cusp of something big. I moved down from Massachusetts right when they made it recreational, and so I'm hoping it's
Get
sooner
something
than
going.
later, and they kind of get out of the way as far as a lot of these regulations. It's one thing to regulate; it's another thing to over-regulate, and I think that's where we're heading. Is
Yeah,
what it seems is over-regulation, where
definitely.
I mean,
Oh,
everybody should
like,
be able to grow plants at their house.
definitely.
You want to
Like,
tell me I can't grow 100 plants? I
uh,
mean, you know how
okay.
hard it is to grow 100 plants?
Right? I can barely
So,
get 3 going, but all right.
yeah, yeah.
The
So
poor
if
little
someone wants to
azaleas, you know?
take the time to try and grow 100 plants, let them do it
That,
because there's still, I mean, there's still benefit from it. You know what I mean? Even if
right.
nothing happens. So,
Mentally as well. Like, because, I mean, gardening's a good mental, like, stimulant, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
You got a garden where you at, Travi?
I do. It's a small garden, and we mainly stay to stuff that you don't have to water every day.
Okay.
But yeah, it's usually wifey gets the flowers, and I end up taking care of them, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it works out because now I get a whole array of stuff I have no idea what it is, but they're all
Nice.
pretty.
Hey, there you go.
She just don't like the cactus. It kind of looks like a penis. I'm a prick. That's what we call it anyway.
Yeah.
Literally.
That might even be where the term came from. Who knows?
Right. Oh shoot,
Uh,
yeah.
so you got an Etsy shop. You got the Grandmaster tool. You still have it there. You can
Oh yeah, yeah.
give us a little
So
exhibition.
this was actually brought up from a nice little prototype box that we had going on here. You know, nice little display set up. Come grab your tools. But either way, this actually all started from when we first got our cannabis card because I realized it was expensive. And the best deals were like truly for the $25 ground, or you wait for these deals to come out, and it's always not the best quality. So you end up getting stuck with Dookie. Within the Dookie trials and everything, we end up finding that um, my fingers wouldn't fit into these jars. So, Wavy had the jeweler, nice little jeweler's guy here, right? Nice little scoop that I can get down in there and actually scoop out a decent amount. I think we weighed it out as like 0.5 you can get in there, depending
Okay.
obviously on your bud. But anyway, you can get it scooped out without having to worry or touch it, so you're not wasting all your attention. And we can get all of our stuff out of there, like little naughty stems and seeds or whatever you have and don't like, right? And that's how we came out with Groundmaster tool because I was always using it for the ground. And then I mean, honestly, in any of my videos that we roll up or pack a bowl with, anything, I always use them. They're nifty little tool, baby.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty sweet tool.
Right. The only flaw I really have is the depth here. I mean, some people don't like how wide it is. That's okay.
It's pretty sweet. I like it. The Groundmaster tool that can be found at your Etsy shop.
Heck yeah. Link our link tree bio. We also have stuff like our bags and smoke bags, glass mats and stuff. Just little swag items and stuff that I honestly use. I wouldn't put it on the Etsy if I didn't use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's like I'm not going to try to give you something that I'm not even going to use, right?
Right,
But
yeah.
yeah, man, shoot, that's about it, and that's how it ended up coming up was because I didn't feel the need.
Yeah, no, I think when you were showing it to me earlier, demonstrating how you use it, I thought it was definitely pretty cool. So I'm glad we were able to bring it out here on the show. And you can catch that down in the Etsy shop in Travie's link tree in the description below. Hey, everybody, I want to quickly mention Food Forest Abundance. Food Forest Abundance is a great way to create your own self-sustaining food forest and naturally occurring ecosystem that's commonly found in nature, but designed specifically for you. Through multiple layers of trees, shrubs, herbs, vines, rhizomes, mushrooms, and perennial vegetables, you can become your own supply chain without the typical maintenance required of a garden. From small spaces to large areas, both urban and suburban, Food Forest Abundance wants us to get back to our roots in nature by engaging with our food production in a meaningful way. For more information, click on the link in the description below and start your journey today. Okay, let's get back to today's episode. I know there's tons of events always
yeah.
happening in uh, Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete's. Anything coming up that we can find you at?
So I'm kind of out of the loop with the super local things within Clearwater, Tampa here. We're trying to get connected with the right people to find events that we definitely want to stand behind and support. Um, but like Canna Feast coming up in Port Charlotte, I mean they got hit pretty hard, so definitely bringing everybody down to that community to uplift their economy a little. Not only just awesome festival going on, but definitely help out the people there. Not only that, we got Mount Florida Canada Fest in Mount Dora.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. We also we got a room over there, so we're going both days. And I heard that you got a booth set up, so we'll definitely be stopping by.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. We got a booth, so anybody watching that's going to the Cannabis first weekend in November, the 5th and 6th in Mount Dora, definitely stop by. Come see Dro TV. Get yourself some free promo. We'll get you on Dro TV.
I'll be in this shirt here, rocking the SST, unless we get new jerseys. But I mean, I'm sticking with this and my big hat, baby.
Big hat? Is that the big hat, or you got a bigger hat than that?
I got a bigger hat. Oh, it's out in the car. But yeah, like my logo, I got a big old sun hat that we wear because the Discord loop is I'm not supposed to be out in the sun, so we take a lot of preventive maintenance or measures like sunscreen, long sleeve shirts, big hats. I'm like a vampire. I can't really be out in the sun. It starts to act up and such. So it's all good.
Okay. Awesome. Well, dude, it was a pleasure speaking with you today. And so you had this mantra of the stay safe, stay vigilant. You kind of tweaked it for the cannabis world. That's right.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it was honestly
what inspired you to like come up with this in the first place? If it was something you kind of tweaked from before, or is this just like a daily mantra you kind of live by?
Yeah, actually, it turned into that because getting our card and being able to come on here and get with the cannabis community and talk and being able to really always keep that positive vibe on and high spirits to keep other people moving and going. And after a lot of people are coming up and saying, dude, I love your energy. You're fucking awesome. You keep us going. It's like, I love your coffee and cannabis in the morning. I love your beer and bong in the afternoons. It really is like, that's helping me as well because I'm being able to vent and help share positive vibes, but it's also helping other people. So within doing that, it was kind of like, well, it was a lot of people started asking what SST stood for. A lot of people started calling it Staff Sergeant Life, which is all good. And it was more so in the beginning going to be take it as your own. And if it's Staff Sergeant Life that you want to call me, by all means. If it's a Super Stone Travie, by all means. But we ended up narrowing it down because I kept saying to myself, or saying at the end of the videos, y'all stay safe and stay vigilant and tell somebody you love them. And then I was like, holy crap, the literally acronym for this is like, that's freaking perfect. It all just came together up in here. I was like, how perfect was that? It just came together. I was like, sweet. All right. That's what we're rolling with. And honestly, it just became something that we do every day. I'm always telling people to stay safe and stay vigilant. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Telling somebody that you love them today can mean a world of difference. Like just saying it and be like, all right, hey, care for you today. Stay safe, stay awesome. That could be, that frown upside down.
Right.
But definitely.
Yeah, words can be empowering. So I love the message and the whole SST.Life. So
absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show, Travie. let everybody know the best place that they can find you. Where are you most active?
Instagram. Definitely find us at SST.Life and SST Groundmaster are back up there. Either one, you message us there, and we will get back to you or whatnot.
Awesome. And we'll have all the links down below, the link tree as well. You can check out the Groundmaster, as well as go give Travie a follow at SST.Life. So appreciate it, my friend. It was great chatting with you.
It was super awesome. Thank you.
For those of you watching this episode on YouTube, make sure you go down there and smash the like button for Travie and leave a comment as well. And make sure you subscribe to Dro TV here on YouTube as well, because you don't want to miss great guests like Travie. So
definitely awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're welcome. It. Thank you, my friend. And as always, smoke them if you got them. What's up, Dro TV family? You can now stream the audio version of all these episodes on your favorite podcast player. And if you like more episodes like this, check out this playlist we put together over here for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't want to miss more great content from Dro TV. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, smoke them if you got them.